everyone, today I'm going to be showing you a workout that you can do if you are at a desk or if you're recovering from an injury or you're sitting on the sofa or anything. I just want to do a quick little workout. I've got a TheraBand, but you don't have to use that. You could use a towel or you can just hold onto your leg. And when we do the arm exercise, I will show you it without. So coming to sitting, we're going to start by placing the band onto the floor, sitting up nice and tall. So we really want to lift and pull up out of our centre, keeping our hands nice and level. We're going to bring our arms down by our side. I'm just going to take our head over and incline and feel that stretch. Flex the hand and bring it up and change as you go over. And then bring the arm forwards, and you're going to look like you're looking under the arm. So you feel that stretch along the back and the neck, and change sides and across and over and down. So we're going to have our hands on our hips. We're just going to do a pelvic tuck and release. So we want to try and keep our posture nice and still, just the lower body is curving and coming back, which is quite hard to do when you're sitting down. So it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of movement, and feel like you're going from really big to smaller and smaller until you feel like you're in the middle. And nice and still. We're going to take one foot forward, and you can flex it, place your hand on that leg and roll the body all the way down and come all the way back up. And swap sides and down and all the way, come up. Reach the arm over your head, side bend stretch and change. And arms to the side and just a little twist. And other side. Good, so to get things going, we're going to warm up the feet. So we're going to do foot pedals, peel the heel off the floor, place it back down and swap sides. So we want to keep our hips nice and level, still pulling up out of the waist, growing tall. As we swap over. And good. We're going to add an arm float in now. So the arm comes up to shoulder height and lower and lift and lower. So we're swapping arms, single arms to start with, as we lift up and down and up and down and up and down and up. And now we're going to add a foot pedal, lift and lower. So press the toes into the floor, growing nice and tall, even though you are sitting down, pulling the shoulders down as you lift and lower, lift and lower, up and down. Keeping the feet still. In fact, we could do both arms and both legs. So reach and lower, and reach and lower, and reach and lower. Good, that's it. So we keep going. And you can add more repetitions of this than what I'm going to show you today. This is just to give you a nice little taster. So you can do sets of 4 and build up to sets of 8 or sets of 10. Depending on how you feel. So we've got 2 more and 1 more and relax. Good, cross our hands, spine twist. So we're trying to nourish all of the spine, the muscles that cross the spine, whilst keeping everything nice and tight and level. So that's our aim. So as we go here, as we turn, we're not trying to go side to side, think corner to corner, and our head is staying in line. So as we twist, we're lengthening out of the spine as we move, and our head is going with us, we're not overturning. So you might find that you can't actually go very far, that's okay. Let's just do a few more each side, twist and back. So this should feel that you're really nourishing the spine rather than trying to hurt it or feel any strain or pain. So if that's happening, then you have to stop. Let's do one more each side. And back to centre. And relax. Good. So if your back is pain-free, you've got no serious injuries, a roll down can just be quite nice. So we're going to do half a roll down, arms by our side. We're going to tuck our head, curve the body, slowly roll down just below our legs and then before our legs, and then come back up. So we're not going past our legs, we're just going to come to about here and then roll all the way up. So we're going to get a nice curve of the spine, but trying to keep our chest nice and open. So we're not drawing our shoulders in, we want to keep them nice and back and open. As we roll down and come up. We can even add a side bend. As we go. So on the doing part of the exercise is where we want to breathe out. We want to keep our core nice and strong, pulling in those abdominals as we breathe out through the mouth. But if the breathing is too much for you, then just contract the tummy, keep hold of it, and just breathe normally up here in the chest. Okay, let's pick up our band. So we're going to do an arm pull. You're going to place the band between the thumb and your forefinger. We're going to have nice long fingers. You might find that you want to wrap it around your thumb. Sometimes they're a bit slippy. If not, then it's fine. We're going to start with the arms on the legs, coming up halfway. You're going to pull the band out to the side, bring it in and lower, and then shoulder height, out to the side, in and down. And keep going. So halfway, out, in and lower, shoulder height. So you're really squeezing those shoulder blades together and pulling them down, and that's it. So keep going halfway, resist. So the band isn't touching the body, all it's doing is just resisting. So it's come in front of you, you're pulling the arms down, and you should feel a really good resistance. So if it's too easy, then bring your hands closer together, and if it's too hard, then make it a little bit further. And if you don't want to use the band, you can just come up, bring the arms, and just apply your own resistance, which will work as well. So you can really resist, bring it in, and come back down. If you are in an office, obviously just careful of your surroundings. We don't want to upset anybody. So we're going to use the band now to stretch our hamstring. So you're going to place the band nice and wide over the foot. Now this is a little bit trickier when you're sitting down, so you need to pull the leg quite high to feel it. So as you straighten the leg and you want to just pull it up and lower and up and lower. So again, make sure that band has got a good resistance and is nice and tight as you lift up and down and up and down. Swapping over, sitting nice and tall, lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. So you can do that once more each side if you feel that you need to, placing the band down. Now, so we're going to do a shoulder squeeze. So again, still keeping that posture nice and tall. Our palms are facing this way. As the shoulder's squeezing, the arms are going to rotate because the shoulder blades are coming round to meet. So they're going to squeeze and then release, and squeeze and release, and squeeze and release, and squeeze and release. Good. So keep going as we open that chest and release and squeeze and release. Last one, squeeze and hold, and then you can pulse your hands back, tiny pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. So you could do one more set of the shoulder squeeze along with the pulse as well. You can build up to it. You can do 2 or 3, or you can spread it throughout the day. So you could do one set in the morning, one set in the afternoon, and that's going to really just work your rotator cuff muscles, which come across your chest and your back, and keep your arm to the side of the body rather than forwards. So we don't want to stoop, we want to be nice and tall. Okay, so we're going to do a squat now, and there's 3 variations. So we're going to cross our hands to start with, and we're going to hinge our body forwards and then come back to centre. So we hinge and come back, and we hinge and come back, and we hinge and come back. So if you don't want to leave your chair and you feel that that is enough for you today, then you can go that far. If you want to come now to standing, but we're still going to stay low in that squat, make sure your chair is safe, because as you come back down, we don't want it to move, okay? So you might want to bring your feet slightly underneath you, because you're going to push up to come up. So we're crossing our hands, we're going to hinge and push and back and relax and hinge and push and hinge and relax. Good. So we keep going as we push. We're going to lift up, we're pushing into our thighs, coming back down, into our thighs, coming back down, into our thighs, and here. Now, if we want to then extend, we can come all the way up to standing, and then come back down to sitting. So, depending on how you feel, and how much room you have. If you are in front of a desk, you might want to move back. So you can have your arms here or bring them down by your side. So you're going to hinge, squat, and then come all the way back up, and then hinge, squat, and then come back to sitting. So we hinge, squat, coming up to standing, hinge, squat, coming down to sitting. And again, you can keep going. Lengthen as you grow nice and tall, and come back down and pushing up. And when you are in that squat, we want to hinge and we want to keep this line nice and long. So the arms are low, they're not up here, and we're not lifting with our shoulders. Pushing down and come all the way back. So we hinge and squat. So this is the position, sideways on, just so you can see the position that I'm trying to get you in. Okay, so just to finish now, we can just have a nice side bend just to end our short workout. Twisting of the back, rolling the body forwards, coming all the way up. Push your arm, give it a little stretch. You can link it behind or aim to link it behind, and change. Push and bring it back down. And there we go. I hope you've enjoyed your workout, and I'll see you soon.